Now, web activists in Norway are angry at new legislation designed to combat online piracy. Now, the law allows Big Brother to tap into the IP address of anyone who downloads even a single file illegally. Critics say this opens the floodgates to an invasion of privacy, as Igor Piskunov reports.
For Esther, the internet has put her back in touch with her youth, but could potentially put her behind bars.
At first, I listened to music and history books, then started reading the news on the net as well. And then one day I thought, hey, I can watch movies too.
This retirement home worker says over half of its residents now surf the net with old tunes and flicks as their favorite treats.
I think it's an enormous good thing to do because they remember a lot of things when they listen to things they listened to before, when they were younger.
But besides browsing for fun, pensioners may want to look up online piracy laws, since many may be breaking them without even knowing it. According to Norway's latest legislation, downloading a single song may get users in trouble since it allows the free monitoring of IP addresses.
By definition, any kind of regime which would criminalize non-commercial, private sharing of information, by necessity requires a surveillance state. Because if I tell you a joke, and then I say, you can't share it with anyone, and then for me to make sure that you're not sharing it with anyone, I need to listen in on every conversation.
Norway's Pirate Party is in opposition to the new rules and to almost any control over the web.
The freedom of the internet has long become a source of debate in different parts of the globe. But here in Norway, besides file sharing, the latest anti-piracy law has put another issue in the spotlight. How much control should the state have over the private lives of its citizens?
Too much control. So they had to stay with the police work and ask for permission to do more.
Steps are being taken to kind of censor, your conversations, whether it's over the net or on the phone. I think it's just something that's always been, and it's just coming to light.
I think cameras on the streets, that's okay, because that can help solve crimes and stuff like that. But listening to people's conversations and checking their computers, I think that's too much.
Indeed, online privacy experts agree, step by step and one new rule at a time, Norway is moving ever closer to Big Brother.
Every little change in the law giving wider powers is just viewed very narrowly, never looking in the big perspective and thinking about what principles you're touching. So over these years, with all these small changes in total, it's actually quite a different society from 10 years ago.
Yeah. Last year, security services caused outrage among many Norwegians by admitting to collecting data on private communications, including passing intel on 33 million phone calls to the US. But many analysts warn surveillance on this type of scale is merely the beginning of what may lie ahead. Igor Piskunov, RT, Norway.